They said my garden was destroying property values. 3 months later, that same garden made me $60,000. And the HOA president who tried to destroy it, she's no longer welcome in her own neighborhood? Welcome to neighborhood justice. Hit that subscribe button because this story gets wild. I'm Maya Torres, and I moved to Greenfield Estates in Portland, Oregon 2 years ago. A single mom, graphic designer, just wanted a quiet place for me and my daughter Emma. The house came with a decent backyard. Nothing fancy, just grass and a few shrubs. I decided to plant a vegetable garden. Tomatoes, cucumbers, herbs, some flowers for the bees. Emma loved helping me dig in the soil every weekend. It was our therapy after her dad left. The garden wasn't huge, maybe 15 by 20 feet. Everything stayed within my property line. Then, I met Linda Berkshire, our HOA president. She showed up at my door on a Saturday morning without calling. "Your garden needs to go," she announced. No hello, no introduction. I laughed because I thought she was joking. She wasn't smiling. "It's against HOA regulations. Front yards only allow approved landscaping." I corrected her immediately. "This is my backyard and I check the rules before planting." Linda's face turned red. She pulled out her phone and started taking pictures of my garden. "We'll see about that," she snapped, then walked away. 2 days later, I received an official HOA violation notice. It claimed my garden was unsightly agricultural activity and reduced neighboring property values. The fine? $500, due in 2 weeks? I read the HOA handbook 3 times that night. Nowhere did it mention anything about backyard gardens. I started asking neighbors about Linda. Turns out, she had a history. Mr. Chen down the street had been fined for painting his mailbox blue. The Johnsons got cited for parking their work van in their own driveway. Linda had been HOA president for 6 years. She ran the neighborhood like a personal kingdom. But here's what I discovered that changed everything. Linda's sister owned a landscaping company. Linda had been forcing homeowners to use her sister's company for violations. It was a complete scam. Get written up, pay the fine, then hire the approved landscaping service, which was always her sister's business, Green Valley Landscapes. I found 12 families who'd been pushed into this scheme. They'd paid thousands of dollars combined. I made copies of everything, every violation notice, every invoice. Then I did something Linda didn't expect. I called a lawyer who specialized in HOA disputes. His name was Robert Martinez, and he loved cases like mine. "This is textbook corruption," he said after reviewing my evidence. We filed a lawsuit against Linda personally and the HOA board, but I didn't stop there. I contacted everyone who'd been scammed. We formed a group, shared our stories, built a case. Meanwhile, I kept gardening. Linda was furious when she got served. She showed up at my house screaming, "You're going to regret this. I'll make your life miserable." I recorded everything on my phone. The next morning I found my garden destroyed. Plants ripped out, soil scattered everywhere. My daughter cried when she saw it. I knew exactly who did this. My neighbor, Mrs. Patterson, saw everything. She'd been watching from her window at 5 in the morning. Linda had parked 2 houses down and walked over. She spent 20 minutes destroying my garden. Mrs. Patterson recorded it on her tablet. I called the police immediately. They arrested Linda that afternoon. Criminal mischief and trespassing charges. The civil trial happened first. Robert presented everything: the kickback scheme, the fake violations, the pattern of abuse. 12 families testified against Linda. The judge was shocked. Linda tried to claim she was protecting property values. The judge didn't buy it. Final ruling: Linda owed damages to every family she'd scammed. Plus she had to pay for destroying my garden. Here's where it gets good. After the trial, a local news station picked up the story. They did a feature on sustainable urban gardening. My destroyed garden became a symbol. The community rallied. Neighbors helped me rebuild it bigger and better. A local organic restaurant offered to buy all my produce. At $60,000, that's what I made in contracts over the next year. Linda lost her position, paid $70,000 in damages, and moved out of Greenfield Estates. Sometimes the people who try to tear you down end up building your success. If you love this story of justice, smash that like button and subscribe. Drop a comment telling me, have you ever dealt with a power-hungry HOA president?